Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Heel Heat brought to you by the Sportsmark Analysts. The two-man power trip of the Heel Heat is here with two surprise run-ins because Mr. Paulinho decided he wanted to go to an Alicia Keys concert, so we had to go find his doppelganger, Mr. 98% from the nosebleed section, Joe Anderson, who is not Paul, as well as our usual special guest, Miss Wrestling with Honey. How you guys doing tonight, and are y'all ready for this weekend?
I'm gonna ruin Paul's life, so that's what I'm here for. So if anybody's watching that's a fan of Paul, you won't after this episode.
Great, can't wait. So excited. I know shit's already going down over there in the UK, so I'm really excited to see what about to see tonight and tomorrow night. Can't wait.
Good deal, good deal. Jay, what's good? How you holding up over there in the backwoods of New York?
Yeah, Mr. Casual Champ himself.
Listen, my title will come one of these days. One of these days.
We say this as it's literally still sitting here on top of my DVD case. Like,
look, no way here, right?
Someday he will return.
It's literally still sitting here with the old podcast name on it too.
I don't care. I want it. It's mine, technically. Mine.
You got a card now? Drive down here, Jay.
Nah.
First and foremost, before we begin, I want to give a shout out and let everybody know, our hearts go out to the family of Darren Drozdoff, the former member of the Legion of Doom back in the Attitude Era. He recently passed away. After everybody remembers the incident in the ring that did cause his paralysis. But we want to send our hearts and our prayers out to him and his family.
Absolutely, R.I.P. legend.
So yeah, man, the trio, for as short-lived as it was, they back together now. But anyway, let's start off these Money in the Bank predictions. We're going to go in reverse order from how I got this thing written on my big-ass sheet of paper here.
Very professional.
It was the only, I swear, I was looking for one of my notebooks or whatever, and I couldn't find any of them. So I just, literally grabbed, the benefits envelope my job sent me and just wrote everything down on the back of it.
I was about to say, it looked like a backside of a folder.
Yeah. But anyway, we're going to start it off with one of the matches that, unfortunately, because of my agenda, I know is going to go completely the opposite of it. So we're going to start off with the women's tag title matches and with Ronda and Shayna Baszler defending the tag titles against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, the former champions that never lost the titles. Honey, we'll start with you. Which way you going?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yes.
The tag title. I was just like, wait, I didn't hear the honey part. Let me see. If I had to choose between those two, I guess Shayna and Ronda are gonna keep that. Maybe. But they did. It's true, Liv and Raquel didn't lose those titles, but who's to say they're gonna get them right away?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go with Ronda and Shayna on that just because
of
that fact.
Jake?
I'm gonna go with the same thing just because I've been hearing way too much smoke about Ronda potentially wrestling in NXT a bunch. So that's the best way to do it without having to demote her or have her go away. It's, you kill two birds, one stone, you get scary Shayna back, hopefully. So Ronda and Shayna, as much as I hate it. But, it is what it is.
Nega Paul?
Thank you. I've been hearing, I don't know, I saw a rumor last week about some tag teams potentially breaking up, but I don't know if that was about them. But I'm just going to go around in Shayna just because I don't really see them losing at the moment. So I'm just going to go with them right now.
I could see Liv and Rodriguez breaking up just because they've been teasing the whole Rhea Raquel thing. And I'm like, all right, she needs something to do up until SummerSlam, but she really hasn't done much. And her only real feud right now is Natalya, which I hate to say it.
In the
to the chagrin of most like Twitter diva handle like pages or whatever, it's a joke. We all know it's a joke. Watching Natalya wrestle at this point is like, you tried.
Yeah, I saw some rumor. I saw some rumor like a week ago. It was like some tag team was going to break up, and it was hinting at Shayna and Ronda. And I was like, "What?" And then it went to somebody else. That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, I don't know why it would be them.
It was clickbait. That's all.
I don't see that. I don't see that happening just yet with Ronda and Shayna. I don't see them.
I'm gonna round it out. Give Ronda and Shayna the win there. I think that because of the fact that Ronda is so gung ho on making sure that the women's division is respected, rightfully so. But because of the fact that she's the one that's out there kind of spearheading it, I think they're going to keep the titles on her for a while. And because of the fact that even before Liv came back, I was just like, you know what, Raquel, she kind of sort of needs to be going off on her own. And because of the way she was presented towards the end of her run in NXT, she needs to be like, positioned to be challenging for a championship at some point soon. So like I said, I'm gonna round that out. Like I said, even though it is to my detriment and everything, because like I said, my Liv Morgan agenda needs to win every title in WWE, in Roman streak, all of it.
Jesus.
Next up, we got honestly, a couple of months ago, I would have thought this match was a joke, but I'm actually really intrigued by this one. We got Cody Rhodes versus Dominic Mysterio. And we're going to start up with Jay. Which way are you going? Because I know which way I am.
I know which way I'm going to. Two things. I'm hearing that this actually might main event tomorrow. Believe it or not. This match might main event tomorrow. That's
really?
Get the fuck.
I've heard the last 2 or 3 days and people are pissed off about it. But somebody mentioned that Michael Cole does mention it tonight, that this match might main event tomorrow. So that's one thing.
No
Two,
shit.
we all know who's coming back. So
yep.
I'm going to go with Dominic because Cody Rhodes is about to get F5'd and like speared through hell. Probably put through a freaking like backstage like crane or some crap like that. And I'm going to go with Dom. Though I can see Cody winning just because of DQ. Because this match is still straight, but I think that they want to give Dom a clean win.
Mm-hmm.
Make people hate him that much more because Vince knows how much Cody's hated. I mean, Cody's loved.
Mm-hmm.
They want to give Dom like some serious heat, so I'm gonna go with Dom.
Gotcha. Honey, where you going?
I would have gone on Cody. I would have gone with Cody on it, but I'm going with Dom simply because also what Jay said. We know Brock is gonna come back and Cody's about to get rocked. So I'm ready to see the third round between these two because
ready for it to end.
It's more than likely to happen at SummerSlam and it's gonna be a fucking banger. So I'm excited for that. As far as how it's gonna happen, I'm not quite sure, but yeah, and Dom all day because everybody hates Dom and I'm with Dom. I've been with Dom, so I'm gonna keep riding with that.
Oh, you didn't change the name yet. You're still Nega Paul.
No, not yet. It's gonna be very subtle. You're not gonna notice it.
What you got, man?
Well, I was like everybody else. I was going to go Cody until you told me what you told me earlier today, and Jay pretty much kind of solidified. So I'm probably going to go Dominic Mysterio on this one too. That's all.
All right, so when it comes down to it, it's another clean sweep. However, the question is, there's actually two parts to this. The question is, where does Brock attack? Does he attack before the match?
Mm-hmm.
Or, I mean, not before the match, during the match? Or does he attack after? Because that actually does, to me, determine who wins this match. If he attacks him during the match, of course, that to me says Dom is winning. And Cody's going to be looking up at the lights, unfortunately.
Well, we
if he attacks after?
know because what Cody said on Raw, that Dom's not going to have Judgment Day. He's not going to have Finn. He's not going to have Rhea. He's not going to have Damian Priest. And he's counting on that. So It's gonna be at a point in the match where Cody's rocking the shit out of Dom and fucking him up, and then Brock is gonna come out
Yeah,
during the match,
so
and
we're
that's
just
what's
waiting
gonna
for
cause Dom.
so we're just waiting for the inevitable ref bump in the match for Brock to
We're
come
just
out and
waiting for
kill
that
Cody.
growl.
Mm-hmm.
We're basically just waiting for that growl and that pop, because you know the people are gonna fucking lose it in the UK. They're gonna lose it over there.
The other thing, even if we don't factor Brock into this, the rumor that I heard last night said that SummerSlam's World Heavyweight Championship match is Rollins versus Dom. So I'm going Dominic
Word?
Mysterio, like I said, just to round that out.
Why is he laughing? Why is he laughing? The rumor is that the World Heavyweight match is possibly
God!
in SummerSlam main event is gonna be Dom versus Seth.
Oh God!
Jay's dying.
Oh God!
Don't laugh at Dom. He's got a shot, man. Dirty Dom got a shot.
You gonna be sick when Dom beats Seth for that belt, Jay.
I'm gonna laugh so hard, bro. I'm gonna laugh.
I swear to God,
so
when he goes
hard.
face and he's in his prime, y'all are gonna love him. It's gonna be a wrap. I swear to God.
That means he did his job.
I'm gonna keep saying it. He's on
All
his
right, let's get the other two.
You know?
Let's get the other two gimme matches out of the way. What up?
Side note: you will love this, Benny. Gabe Vincent signed with the Lakers.
We don't know who that is.
Gabe Vincent.
Oh man,
Oh, shit.
Jimmy Bucket lost his little butt buddy. But that's all right.
Ooh. That's fired.
But anyway, let's get like I said, let's get past the other two gimme matches right now. First one, the Intercontinental Championship with I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Samantha Irvin and her ring announcing when I call out the Intercontinental Champion Gunther going up and defending his championship against Matt Riddle. Like I said, I think everybody already knows this is Gunther, but by all means, let's just make the formality happen. I got Gunther. Jay, who you got?
Gunther.
All right. Mr. Nega Paul, who you got?
Dean Ambrose. I mean, Gunther. My bad. Gunther. My bad.
Okay, our truth. Full truth.
And Honey rounding out the last of the picks.
You already know Gunther, man. Gunther.
Word. Like I said,
All day.
this is just a formality. I know it's going to be a good match because I don't think the two of them can put on a bad one, but there's no way he's losing this title anytime soon.
No, they want him to beat the Honky Tonk Man. I don't think he's going to lose it to a Rumble, honestly.
Not even that, yo. To me, they need to keep him out of the world title picture for a good period of time. So as far as I would do it, I'd be like, all right, listen, you're gonna be the Intercontinental Champion. You kill everyone that comes across you until we find some roundabout way to get the belt off of you that actually still keeps you strong.
I got real before we jump off of this match. I do have two things.
What's up?
Matt also mentioned. Is this the moment where Randy when
I think they're gonna wait.
Riddle? And
I think they're gonna wait till like Survivor Series.
Or does Drew McIntyre return after Gunther wins?
I think Drew's for my later prediction. Drew's for my later.
It's a good point.
I was just thinking about it, and I'm like, wait, those are moments where something could happen there too, or where someone could return,
But I don't think it's going to be this early.
Okay.
All right. Next up,
continue.
Like I said, I'm gonna get the I'm gonna get the World Heavyweight Title match out of the way just because, like I said, I kind of sort of spoiled that earlier. But we got the World Heavyweight Championship with Seth Rollins defending against Finn Balor. Honey, where you going?
This one is hard. This one's hard for me because I love me some Finn Balor. and I know he's king in the UK, but
People don't win at home. It's okay.
there's no way that they put on this world heavyweight title, this brand new heavyweight world title on Seth Rollins if they didn't think this man is going to carry this. He's going to carry the torch for this belt for a long time. So I don't think that Finn is going to precisely win this match. So I'm going with Mr. Monday Night, my man, Seth freaking Rollins, the fashionista himself. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I would agree with you about 99%, but there's the 1% in me that's like, if they're gonna do it, and if there's gonna be a big swerve, because I heard that there's supposed to be at least 2 or 3 big swerves in this show. Like, that's been consistent.
Jay's reading my mind.
And I think about it.
I don't know nothing. I didn't see no spoilers, so I don't know nothing.
I don't know nothing either. I know that there is rumors about the fact that there's at least 3 big swerves, and they listed like 3 matches where like there's no swerves. I don't believe them though.
Yeah.
Here's my Seth Rollins laughed at Finn after Finn had to relinquish the title in 22 hours. How poetic would it be for Seth to have all of this hype for them to then take the title off of Seth and give Balor
Jay wasn't
ultimate heat?
Jay wasn't reading my mind.
The ultimate heat.
Oh, God.
That
You
would
guys
be
are scaring
something.
the shit out of me.
That would be something. I'm not saying that that's my pick. I'm saying that would be something.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I think Triple H loves Seth way too much to do this, and Seth pounded the table way too hard for this World Heavyweight Championship to come back, for them to take the title off of him. So I'm going to go with Seth. But it would not surprise me at all if Seth dropped the title here. Would not surprise me at all.
Yeah.
But I can also see a situation where if Seth drops the title, Finn gets so hyped that they pull a Batista or Randy, and they excommunicate Finn from the Judgment Day after he wins the title. And Finn goes off on it. I can see it happen. Just saying. If you're going to take the title, that's how you do it. Just saying. Oh, and Paul thinks Rollins is retaining too. Forgot to throw Paul's picks in there.
That's like, we ain't got to worry about that. We'll just count Paul's picks.
Yeah, we'll count him at the end.
Yeah, we'll count Paul's picks. We ain't got to worry about that. Joe, where are you thinking this is going?
Pick Seth, though?
Yo, what?
What? I'm gonna be different. I'm taking
Paul's
Finn.
Podcast.
I'm taking Finn here. I'm taking Finn. I'm telling you, I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm taking Finn because you know why? I'm gonna just be different from everybody else. We've agreed on everything else, so I'm gonna just take Finn here. And also because I always love that dude is the demon, and they ended the demon, and I can never forgive anybody for that. So
I feel you.
Okay.
So I'm rocking with
Okay.
the demon.
I'm with
Not
that.
a demon.
I'm on board with that.
Short tangent. Where is Edge?
Where is Edge? Where the fuck did he go? And where's my match with Beth and Rhea?
Demon
Just
took him.
because of the fact that Edge beat Demon Balor. What has that served since WrestleMania? I'll just leave that there.
Do you think
Nothing.
he'll bring his
Killed my
demon
boy
tonight?
off for
Or
nothing.
tomorrow night? He could bring him out tomorrow night.
Goddamn waste.
No.
Shake your head.
Not to lose. That's the
Oh,
thing. They've already done it enough where, like, every time now he has the demon, you know he's going to lose. And, like, we already know he's going to lose. So, like, why would you do the demon like that again?
But I don't
If I
think
want
he'll
to
get,
lose the demon
pinned?
again,
You think he'll get pinned, though?
Yeah.
As the demon? I
That's what I'm
don't
saying,
know.
as the demon.
I don't know. I
Because if
don't
he's
like the
demon,
fact that they
end in
did
a
it.
DQ. Because
It
if the
could.
demon, it could end in a DQ where Seth doesn't necessarily pin him, but he still keeps the belt. Like maybe
Or Edge
Damian
could
Priest
interfere.
ruins the match for him or something.
Maybe.
If he goes out there and he loses by DQ because he was beating too much ass, then I'm good. But I don't want to see him out there just to lose anymore.
And then Damian Priest tries to come in and help, but instead he costs him the match or something. Because you already know there's trouble in paradise with the JD anyway right now.
Yeah.
You see it. It's gonna happen.
So when it comes down to my pick, right? My pick is determined solely based on where this match is in relation to the men's Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because I see some
Okay.
shenanigans happening tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon.
Do it.
Specifically
Okay.
with this,
Pick them.
I
Okay.
think that
I know where he's going.
Seth Rollins is winning either way.
Ah,
However, I am going to take that pick and lead directly into the men's Money in the Bank, where I take my picks out of this match that is going to be featuring Ricochet, LA Knight, Shinsuke Nakamura, Santos Escobar, Damian Priest, Pete Dunne, because I ain't calling him Bush, and Mr. Logan Paul. And I will give you my second pick first, which is Damian Priest,
that man's
followed
name
by my first pick and future World Heavyweight Champion, Logan Paul.
Get the hell out of here! No, Betty. No.
You were
Don't
doing
say
that.
Don't
I
ever
knew you were
say
doing
Because
that. La, 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 la. My ears bleeding. My ear.
Because
Future world heavyweight champion. My left toe will be a world heavyweight champion before that man becomes a freaking champion.
just
Logan
because
Paul.
the idea
joke.
right now is that how
Don't make
good
me
would it
laugh.
look to have the Money in the Bank briefcase on his podcast, this, that, and the other. My question to everybody, if they're going to go that route, is how good would the World Heavyweight title look on his podcast? As
Not
much
good
as
at
I
all.
hate it,
Oh,
I'm just saying.
No.
Betty. I thought
Nope.
we were friends.
We
Nope.
are,
Ugh.
but all
Nope.
time, friends got
Man,
to
we
piss each
supposed to
other
be
off every once in a
family,
while.
dog.
Nope. Nope.
Oh man,
Tag me
I
in.
can't believe
Tag
you
me
said
in.
that.
Nope.
Tag me in.
I'm telling. All right, I got to tag Joe in now. That means I got to tag what's the name? Paul's last podcast in.
What's Paul's pick
I
on
am
this?
appalled.
What's his first
Paul
pick?
has LA Knight and Damian Priest.
Paul's new pick is Logan Paul. Oh, yes. That's what's gonna happen. I'm doubling up on that with you, Benji. It's Logan Paul. I think he's gonna win that too for the same exact reason. Because if he's doing a podcast, how would my set look if I had a Money in the Bank right here and a World Championship right there? I'm just saying. They went through too much to bring this guy into the WWE to not give him anything. He comes in, he looks good in the wrestling, and then he leaves for 6 months. They're gonna do something. They're gonna give him something. I think it's gonna be him 1 and LA Knight 2 because LA Knight's super over and everybody wants him to win. So maybe they'll throw him a bone, but really the moneymaker that people keep coming for is Logan Paul. So again, much as I don't want to see it, I see him winning, and he's gonna piss everybody off.
Hot tag to Jay. Gotta give Honey a chance to cool off before she cuts me out again.
Yeah, she's not happy.
Okay. Here's the thing. While I understand what you guys are saying, 2 things. 1, I've already seen a rumor that the feud for Logan Paul going into SummerSlam is with LA Knight. So, my first pick, that is that man, LA Knight, because why not?
You didn't do the
Yeah.
You didn't let me finish. You didn't let me finish.
But
You
it
just
comes
wanna cut-
after the
wanna
it comes
cut me
after
off.
the LA Knight.
Act like you run this podcast when you don't. You're not even from here. You're a
But
little too dark to be
but
from
it
here.
comes
And
after the LA Knight.
have a color-coded thing going on that you're just messing up. So yeah, hush your face. Anyway,
Color coded. This is racist.
Yes.
Where are you guys running over
It is.
here?
it is. It's highly racial, just like everything else in America. Yeah.
What are you running over here? The Wild West over here.
Anyway, LA Knight is a hard pick, but I do believe, actually, my second pick is Logan Paul because I do believe that he's actually going to win the Money in the Bank, but I don't think he's going to win the world title. Here's why. Because I think that something's going to happen where Logan Paul screws LA Knight out of it. LA Knight cuts a promo on him. Logan Paul's ego gets in the way. They have a program going up to SummerSlam, and for SummerSlam is when they have a match for the briefcase. And LA Knight beats him there, so then they get the Logan Paul thing because I think with the way LA Knight is over, they'll probably have LA Knight on Logan Paul's podcast, a la what Adam Cole did on Pat McAfee's podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You bring in the other people. You can bring in the people that love Logan, that want to see Logan. And then you have the wrestling fans that are diehard behind LA Knight, and you cause a civil war, which will give you a piping hot crowd going into Detroit. And then you have LA Knight go over there. Yeah. Now let me
So everybody's on Logan Paul. Come on, honey, come to the dark side. Just come on.
No, I said Logan Paul's my second pick.
No,
Okay,
no,
that's my backup pick.
Who was your first pick? I thought you said you had Logan
My
Paul
first
winning.
pick is going to be that man, Mr. LA Knight. Yeah, because let me talk to you. There's nobody. They understand. They understand. They understand. Right now, he's as hot as he's gonna be. He's organically over, and Triple H has been fighting for that man since the day he got back into WWE, because he understands that that man is a champion. Not to mention, if there's anybody that's gonna beat Seth Rollins, that is going to be that heel face and kind of give you the same dynamic that Seth Rollins can, and give you the same type of pop and the same type of reaction. Because again, you put the title on Logan Paul, you're going back to the Roman Reigns formula. Which is
No.
Don't think.
Give me a second. I think that's just a really short thing.
Even if
in fact they do it, he's gonna win it, and he may hold it for one pay-per-view cycle, and that's it.
I'm telling you, you're gonna cheapen it, because the exact reason why this title exists is because it's supposed to be the antithesis of what Roman Reigns is. And if you put it on Logan Paul, then that means both your world championships are out, and you just look like an idiot. You look dumb.
No. Like I'm saying, he's gonna have to be around if they do it. I think that would be the agreement. And then during the week, he goes off like Pat McAfee does in his own thing, and then he has the title on the podcast or whatever, and he could big up whatever feud he has or whatever going on there. I don't see, just because of the fact that it is Seth Rollins, and to me, because of everything he's been through recently, Rollins is kind of sort of bulletproof in my eyes. So taking an L to turn around and grab that title back off him like a month later, that to me would not hurt him.
No, it wouldn't hurt him, but it would hurt the title.
If it's a cash-in?
If it's a cash-in, it would hurt the title. Because
I mean, like, literally, like, right after. Like, Rollins goes to war with somebody.
But again, like I'm telling you, if Logan Paul takes that title, it cheapens the title. Because he's literally everything that's not what that title is supposed to be. It would actually make more sense for him to take the title off of Roman.
I would hate that.
Everyone would hate it. And that's exactly what you want. If you're going to put the title on Logan Paul, you want it to be the one thing that everyone would absolutely freaking hate, because the heat would be beyond nuclear.
You know why I would hate that more so than anything else? It's because for the past 3 years, Roman has been the ultimate heel. And I don't think you can send another heel to take that belt off him.
And like, I don't think it'll happen. But I'm saying, if you're gonna do what you guys are claiming he should be doing, the title to do that for would be the WWE Undisputed Championship, not the World Heavyweight title. Because again, then what's the difference between the title? What's the point in having two titles then if neither of them are on TV? What's the point?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's not going to be on TV. I think he's going to be there.
Not to mention, it's one of those situations where it's like, can Logan actually handle? Because again, he's had upper mid-card feuds, and that's fine. Can he handle the main event feud? Can he be the guy?
With Rollins? Of course. He's done it.
I don't know.
He's done it with Roman too.
No, I get it, but it's one of those.
Seth, he didn't. That wasn't his proof. That was his tryout with Seth.
Yeah, it's one of those like, no, if you're gonna put the title on him, that's a whole nother level.
I'm just saying, like, from this point of view, right? You put him in there with somebody you know can run that match, can fix stuff on the fly if anything goes wrong. That's how you get away with that.
Listen.
And with the man in the seat that he is, like I said, I'm never putting it past him.
You know what?
I
want to see Logan Paul versus Brock Lesnar. That's what I want.
I would love to see it too.
I wanted to see Logan Paul versus Brock Lesnar just so we could see him then get tossed around like the fucking little softy salad that he is.
As a matter of fact, with that, and I agree with you, with that, have Brock bring the tractor to the ring too.
Yep.
Just to F5 him off the tractor. But now it is your turn, honey. I will, put my shield up to make sure that there's no flames coming my way.
I will not be coming to the dark side. I will not join you, gentlemen. You know that. I will not. I will not get on that train. No,
you're missing out. We have Oreos over here.
Nah, I'm good.
Capri Sun?
I'm straight. So, I have 2 picks for this as well. My first pick is pretty much the same as everybody's, which is Mr. LA Knight. Yeah. But I think everybody else here, with their other picks and their Mr. Logan Paul World Championship dreams, that'll never happen.
Never said World Championship.
I think everybody's missing the fact that this is happening in the UK. And we are forgetting a certain Mr. Pete Dunne, bruiserweight champion, long reigning UK NXT champion, North American NXT champion as well, who has a lot of notches on his belt. And he's my second pick.
That's brave. That's brave.
If he comes out with that bruiserweight theme,
if he comes out as
I'll be like, all right, you know what?
That's my winner. You already know. Once that happens, that he's the winner. He has to.
If I see the bear come back,
mm-hmm.
I mean, it can happen. You saw Baron Corbin brought back the Lone Wolf on Tuesday, so
which
it can happen.
I was so happy about.
Bro, I'm so juiced, bro.
You brought back the Lone Wolf because I was so sick of that stupid lottery song.
I was ecstatic. But
he brought that out. I was like,
everybody's missing the X factor, and that's Mr. Pete Dunne. I refuse to call him Butch as well.
Yeah,
it grew on me after a while, but he's always going to be Pete Dunne to me because that's
NXT Europe start. Give that man the belt for NXT Europe.
So, and I think he deserves it as well. Give him a solo shot as a singles competitor. He deserves it. He's worked for it.
The only reason why it is that I'm not on that train is the fact that Sheamus recently spoke up about his disappointment with creative and how they have used the Brawling Brutes. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if they're actually going to punish Pete as a result of that. It's also the same thing that I have with LA Knight. LA Knight just had a decent match that ended very poorly with a Hall of Famer. Vince McMahon.
That was 100% on Ray, bro. I'm sorry.
I know, but does Vince McMahon turn around and be like, I don't know? He's just the type of jackass to do that.
Yeah. And there's definitely a power struggle in the back.
And what does he love more than pissing people? He just loves pissing people off. There's nothing that he loves more than that.
I mean, there is something that he loves more, but I don't want us to get off of,
Who's to say he wouldn't put Logan Paul?
That's my fear. That is where I think the Logan Paul push is coming from.
I hate it. I
do.
Hate it. I fucking hate it. Logan Paul, I fucking hate you. You will never be world champion.
Listen, I will turn into a Trumpster if he goes to world champion. It's great. Didn't happen. Seth Rollins is my champion. I don't care.
No
I don't acknowledge this at all.
There's no way. No way.
This is just
never
a horrible scheme from the radical creative.
It's an alt-right. It's an alt-right propaganda scheme from Mr. Anthony McMahon and all the creative to just rig everything. I still believe in my champion. He did not lose. It was illegal. Things were not the way it should have been. It was all illegal. It's all illegal.
It was all illegal. I
All right, on that note, before we end up getting completely kicked off of every social media,
That's why
Right.
I didn't say nothing. Like, hey,
let's go on to the
that shit. That was all you, Jay.
about to go back to nosebleed section. Like,
Come on there.
can't be here no more, yo.
Listen, I'm gonna come on there talking about psychedelics, so don't
Nah,
play with
see, nah,
me. 'Cause
nah.
that's my quarterback.
I'm
That's my
making
quarterback.
this is
Oh, I was
straight.
about to say he has a reason to be talking about that though. Like,
Listen, man,
I can't.
I'm about to get in on this ashwagandha.
This
So
is
that we be good to go.
I'm gonna turn to a soul podcast real quick. I see. I'm kicking y'all from every group. I'm out. Done. Out of here. Nope. Oh
all
my
right, we
God.
got two more before SmackDown comes on, and we got 15 minutes. So
Let's
let's
go.
move on to the women's Money in the Bank. We're gonna have Becky Lynch facing Zoe Stark, facing Honey's girl Zelina, going up against Bailey, Trish Stratus, and Io. Honey, I'm gonna start with you because I know that one of them picks has to be Zelina Vega.
Contrary to what y'all might think and what you see here, the LWO shirt is in the wash. So I am not going with Becky Lynch. I am going with my girl Zelina motherfucking Vega. Boricua in the bank all day. Let's go. New York, stand up. And I think she should hold on to it for a long time. Like she should pull like a sneaky snake move on it when she does cash it in, when she wins. So who knows? I don't know. I don't see her doing it right away, but I do pick. That's my girl. I can't go against my girl. That's the
Who's
homie.
pick
Right?
two?
Pick two. Pick two would have to be for me, Io Sky. I love calling her Io Shirai.
I get caught with that all the time.
I love Io Shirai better. It just rolls off the tongue better, and I just want her to go back on her mean streak again because I would love to see her versus Asuka, big time. Though I have a feeling that Bailey might stop that from happening, so I'm not sure which is why is going to be my number one pick, obviously.
Jake,
Just
we got.
really have everybody standing in her way, and everybody's underestimating her as usual. So shout outs to the little girls in the Bronx and Queens.
It worked.
I hate to be that guy because I love all the the New York hype, but my first pick is gonna be Io. The Io Oscar thing, it makes too much sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's of course until because Oscar is defending her title tonight. If that switches, and that kind of changes everything.
Mm-hmm.
You just reminded me of something, but go ahead.
Yeah, my second pick is really not really anybody in the match that scares me, so I'm just gonna go with the Becky Lynch pick just because she's never won Money in the Bank. So I'm like, all right, just give her the last one thing she hasn't done. That and Queen of the Ring, two things she hasn't done. So I'm like, all right, just give her the nod because there's really nobody else in this match that care to have the money the bank. I mean the briefcase. Zelina would be fun, but because I've already seen what we saw in Puerto Rico, it's like, I just don't see her as a credible threat right now. Unfortunately, just because of the way creative has kind of positioned her. She's like the plucky upstart, which is to me, LWO is supposed to be like Latino World Order. Like that should feel a lot more menacing than it does.
Mm-hmm.
Feels more like a rallying cry versus a faction I should be nervous about, which is why I can't really get behind Zelina right now. They turn heel, maybe they might have something there, but the whole babyface Zelina thing is love her, love what she's doing, love the work that she's doing, and I think they need to give her way more time to wrestle because she's way more talented than they're giving her credit for. But until I see it, I kind of can't get behind it. That's my only knock. So I'm going with Io and Becky, unfortunately.
Joe?
Who's there? Who all's in it? I know you said
Becky Lynch. We got Becky Lynch, Zoe Stark, Zelina Vega, Bailey, Trish Stratus, Io Shirai.
I'm really not meant to know who's fighting because every time you talk, it breaks up. So,
Yikes.
yeah, I don't know. I heard Trish Stratus, and I know you guys are talking about Selena Vega and Io Sky. So, if I'm picking for Paul, I'm going to pick Trish Stratus. Because it makes zero sense to do so. So that's.
But it would be cool to see a Hall of Famer win a championship.
It would. This is one of those.
It would.
Nostalgia pick would actually make a lot of sense.
For me, I want to go Io Sky just because I saw that video of her and Oscar cursing each other out and it was epic. So I'm gonna go with Io Sky. That was amazing. Awesome. When they translated it, it was even better.
Yep.
Hilarious.
So hilarious. I'm gonna go Io Sky, and I'm gonna go Zelina Vega because she's hot.
Look at Trips.
Zelina's amazing, and I would never fight Malachi Black for her, but she's amazing.
Malachi Black will rip our asses. I'll tell you that much.
That's one of those people you don't fight. You gotta shoot them.
Yeah, no, that's on site.
Don't even say such things. How dare you say such things?
I'm not gonna kill him. Shoot him in his knee or something.
I know.
Hit him in like a bucko.
Benji knows they know how I feel about Bianca Belair.
Yep. He been trying to fight Montez Ford for years.
There's another one. I ain't gonna fight him. I'm gonna shoot him in his big toe though. throw that man's whole balance off. Stand up now. Stand up now. Yeah, right in the big toe. Stand up. I dare you.
You can't even stand.
Big toe. Go ahead. Take your girl leaving. Put her on child support. Shoot. Told you. I bring chaos. Terrible.
I can't wait for Paul to watch this. I can't wait for Paul to rewatch this.
This episode sponsored by Paul.
Yep.
These are all Paul picks, by the way. This is not me. I'm just reading from the script.
By Ruvian Productions.
Yeah, we're we gotta make that graphic at the beginning and the end of every clip. Ruvian Productions, yo. Oh my God. That would be amazing. Oh, damn it, Jake. Yo, God.
Oh, show just got broke.
Oh my God. Oh. Did you?
All right, so we're trying to bring us back to some semblance of order.
Yeah.
All right, so my first pick.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where's she
going? I don't know. I think she.
I don't know. We broke her and it was a wrap.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
All right, so who I'm going for with my pick. Let me do a little process of elimination real quick. Becky, Trish Stratus, and Zoe Stark are all feuding or whatever. Well, now Becky is feuding with Trish and Zoe. So I think you can kind of sort of eliminate all three of them from this, especially considering the fact that I believe you can, you can kind of sort of point to the fact that Becky is the type of person that can literally just go up and be like, yo, title match right now. And they'll just do it. So I think with her, even though it'd be a nice image, like the Money in the Bank with her is kind of redundant. It's like John Cena winning that shit. So
he did win it though. So.
He did, like I said, and it was pointless.
I mean, just saying.
But like I said, those are the ones that I can kind of sort of eliminate right off of the bat. If you look at Zelina, I can see somebody making a case for it, but I don't think it's happening. So here's where I think you get the damage control split, because my first pick is Io. My second pick is Bailey. I think something's gonna happen here. I'm telling you, I think that this is gonna be what causes the end of damage control.
Ooh, that's spicy.
And I think they're gonna feud over this briefcase or whatever, just for a few. Something gonna happen. Like if Io wins, Bailey is getting jealous, and if Bailey wins, I can guarantee you she's screwing Io over for it.
That's spicy. I like it.
And I am calling it right now. All right, when we get this Io Oscar match, I better see a return of Poppy.
Oh,
Return of who?
Poppy. She sung Io's theme in NXT. Nah, that name just got me.
Yeah, be funny as hell if the match was between Io and Rhea. So this is what happens when you become. This is what happens when you become a grandfather. You start making stupid ass dad jokes.
Shit just unlocks another part of your brain.
Yep. Have Poppy coming out there to sing Io out to face mommy. There we go.
What?
Hey Joe, add her back in. She's back in or whatever.
Oh God. Oh, that was too funny.
I don't have her on here. I can't. You might just keep going.
We got some technical difficulties or whatever. Hold on for 1 second.
Yeah, you might as well keep going. Like, add her back in. It ain't letting me scroll down to her face. It's not showing me.
And we just lost him.
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
I'm still here.
That's what. See, it's not. It's saying you keep leaving. That's what's messing me up too. Yeah.
I think we made too many jokes, Joe.
Yeah, it
broke the streak.
I'm saying because I can't because Benji's face is frozen, Honey's stuck in purgatory, like just like see, y'all started making Trump jokes and shit, and everything is what left. As soon as you started doing that, like life was just like, nope, cancel. You want to make jokes about canceling? Hold this. No monetization on YouTube for you.
Nah, see, what happened was I tried to bring down the actual window and respond to her through the window, but it just opened Instagram back up. So when it did that, it kicked me. It kind of sort of tried to kick my video.
Ridiculous. We got one more match left, so it's
you
fine.
Gotta
Actually, like I said, I wanted to bring this up, and whenever she gets back in here, I'm gonna bring it to her too. All right?
Is she still down in the thing and just can't? Because I don't see her up here at all.
It says that
she's waiting for hosts. That's what she said.
I don't. It's not up here. Her name's not up here. Nah, it's not up here because it usually I can scroll down and there's another window that you can add them in. There's no scroll bar. There's only 3 of us, so it's not. Her name's like not popping up over here. So she might have to hop in the chat until it pops up.
Yeah, Jay just sent it to her. He sent her the link again to try that one. See what happens.
Nah.
But anyway, what I wanted to bring up is this right here. Bianca was told to stay in the back for this match between Asuka and Charlotte. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think for 1 second that this match is going to end clean?
Nope. Not at all.
So here's my proposal. Bianca cost somebody that match, whether it be Charlotte, whether it be Asuka, and they get so pissed off that Adam Pearce is just like, nah, we're not doing this. Run it back tomorrow with all 3 of you. I would absolutely love it. There's no women's championship match on there tomorrow. It's only the tag title match. So, Rhea's not doing anything.
Of course not.
It'd be nice to have, an 8th match on the card just to round everything out real quick. I'm just saying.
A pre-show match?
I mean, why not? We'll find out in a few. Anything yet, Joe?
Nah, I'd have to end the thing and reload it.
We're not doing this again.
We literally would have to end it and reload it. It's like when me and you were doing that junk, Jay.
Yeah,
And it just kept removing you and all that. Yeah, it's not
She
popular.
hit us with the Puerto Rican tea suck. She said,
Yo,
we got one match left, so this is
we only got one left, so we'll figure it out from there. Jay, just ask her what her pick is for the match. The last match of the night is the Usos going up against Roman and Solo, the Bloodline Civil War. Jay, who you got, man?
the ones. Listen, at the end of the day, Roman's a champion. That's great. It's fantastic. He hasn't really been a tag team guy since early days of the Shield. Solo is not a tag team guy at all. These two are arguably the greatest tag team of all time. Like, pound for pound, probably the greatest tag team of all time. I 100% think that the Usos win. I think there's some kind of swerve to make this more interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Usos. Honey also goes with the Usos and adds a twist and says that Solo turns on Roman.
I kind of had that in my mind because at some point, if Roman and Solo lose, how do you justify Roman keeping Solo around when he's been so, you have to win with everybody who's been in the bloodline? And even when he teamed up with Sammy, when they lost to John Cena and Kevin Owens at the end of last year, I didn't lose. You lost.
And he's doing this whole face shoving thing with the Usos now too.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see him try that with Solo so bad. I want to see that. I want to see that. But I want to see Solo spike them. I want to see I want to see him spike Roman and then spike the Usos and just walk out and be like, screw all y'all and just leave.
Spike Paul Heyman too.
Yeah. Oh, I want to see that so bad. Ooh.
Paul needs to take the Rikishi, the shit in the corner, the hip attack in the corner.
Yep.
All right, so Joe, who you got? Because SmackDown about to start.
I'm gonna take the Usos too, and I think like you guys are saying, I want to see after the match. I want to see Roman be upset with Solo. I want to see him do the whole face mush thing, shove him in the face, all that crap. And Solo looks back at him, and like the three of them like super kick Roman. He like flies out the ring or some shit like that. And I need like a Rock Stone Cold Stunner flop. I need like Stunner to cartwheel out the ring to win the Royal Rumble shit. That's what I need. I need a good sell. I need him to do something like that to end it. I mean, look, he's part of the bloodline. He's part of that whole Samoan bloodline, so he could do it. I need an extra flop. A triple super kick. I don't need him getting super kicked and standing back up. Like, that's it? Three kicks to the face? Like, nah. I need you to be dead for the whole rest of the match, like fucking Miz, when he laid out in the ring for an hour. That's what I need. That's what I want. That's what I want.
All right, so I'm gonna round it out, going with the Usos. My one question is, from what I've been hearing, SummerSlam, Reigns, Jey Uso.
Ooh.
How do we get to this point?
Ooh.
And like I said, y'all have know my standpoint. You know what my standpoint has been the entire time. I do not want Roman pinned until he loses that title. But does Jey pin Roman tomorrow?
No.
Solo's gonna get pinned.
Or you know what I think the best way to get away with it is for Jey to get the unofficial pin. For him to get the ghost pin. Get the ghost pin. Like, again, it's not like Roman hasn't been ghost pinned before.
Oh, plenty of times.
He's been ghost pinned plenty of times. So you can.
He's been ghost tapped.
Yeah. So, oh wow. I was gonna say, he banished
himself. We lost Joe.
like,
No, I'm inevitable.
Oh man.
I'll
All
just
right,
try
like I
that.
said, that is pretty much it. We did talk about the possibility of the women's triple threat match tomorrow night, if in fact this one doesn't go on. But there's no way of knowing if that match is going to happen tomorrow. So we'll just leave that one, up for debate between us later at some point.
Hmm?
But anyway, thank you all for watching once again. Our apologies for us losing Honey in the middle of it. She said everything froze up on her because, Joe wasn't wearing his seatbelt in my car once again. Or because we started wilding and started throwing out some really weird stuff. So, anyway, thank you all for watching again. Like Sportsmark Analyst, follow us on all our social medias. Good Lord, what in the hell did you just put your name in?
That's great.
I love it. This has once again been the Heel Heat. You guys have yourselves a good night and enjoy Money in the Bank tomorrow from London.
Yeah.